Okkulo is a training system that uses light to improve motion perception, depth perception, and reaction time in footballers. That's goalkeeping and outfield players. But at the moment we're concentrating on the goalkeeping side. So what we do is we degrade the visual system by using this specific light. And if you degrade the visual system, which we do by about 50 milliseconds, when you go into normal playing conditions outside of Okkulo, you're 50 milliseconds faster, which actually equates to around about 2 yards faster in decision time. In normal playing conditions, if a ball was travelling at around about 60, 70 miles an hour, the goalkeeper would make a decision on about 8 yards. In Okkulo, the goalkeeper won't see or make a decision until about 10 yards. But then when you go back after Okkulo, you're making a decision at 6 yards. So you're seeing the ball 2 yards quicker than anybody else. So you've got a massive advantage. So you've got more time. You can do whatever you want in that environment. We have it controlled by a ball machine just to regulate it, so we can give an Okkulo score, because we need to know how fast the ball's coming out, what angles it's coming at, and where it's going to. So we can just completely regulate it and give a really definite, accurate figure for the Okkulo score for each individual. But you can do anything in that system. You can. I know the ball machine's there, but we have coaches outside who are firing the ball in at different angles. We can tilt the goal to one side to cross it in and for somebody to come on and shoot. So it's only open to your imagination to what you can do in it. But anything you do outside, you try and replicate it inside Okkulo, and then you get that 20% benefit. So it can handle anything. But if you want to get the Okkulo score and the true score, you stick to the ball delivery machines. But that can be multiple ball machines as well. That could be however many you want. And for the distribution, we also have circles in for distribution. That is for goalkeepers who receive the ball and then they can distribute it just to give them an output. So it's kind of trying to replicate a game. It starts from 30 miles an hour up to 80. But in the Okkulo system, in the Okkulo light levels, 80 miles an hour doesn't appear to be 80 miles an hour. It appears to be kind of 90 to 100 miles an hour. It's the way that the visual perception works. And for outfield players, we've got a foot control zone. So they've got to control the ball in a certain area. And we can detect if it's a good touch or not through sensors. But that's also used for the goalkeeper. So to work with the goalkeeper's feet, and you can fire it in. Miles an hour is horrifically fast in Okkulo. But what we do is we've got a white circle which which illuminates that it kind of pulses to tell you when the ball's coming out. That's got to illuminate the right light levels as well, so that not to bleach the eyes too much. But that does indicate when it's coming out. And I tell you, it's 60, 70 miles an hour when you're waiting for that ball to come out. It's terrifying. If you're not on your game and if you're not looking at it, Okkulo will completely take you out with the game. It doesn't take any prisoners, and that's the thing. You've got to really look at the ball, and if you don't look at the ball, it'll be past you before you know it. I've had an ex-Premier League footballer goalkeeper in there, and his first attempt at nutmegged him, but then by ball 6 he started to touch the ball. This was about 60 mile an hour. By ball 10 he's getting ready to catch it. So it always happens in the first session. Movement, it always takes the same process. We do 15 ball deliveries to regulate Okkulo score as well. By ball 6 or 7, you start to really get the system, and then by ball 12, 13, you're starting to control it. Then we do another 2 sets after that, just to give you your senses, and you're 20% improved. The first session, you'll improve. Everybody improves. The visual system fights back and makes you better.